Well, hey everybody, welcome here. I'm Steve McKenzie, the Chief Innovation Officer here at Momentus Technologies, and today we are going to be talking about Illuminate in Charlotte, which is coming up in September. And I have none other than Alexis Berggren from Charlotte Regional Visitors Authority, right?
Yes, that is correct. I serve as the general manager at the Charlotte Convention Center, which is part of the CRVA.
Thanks, Alexis. We are super excited to be coming to Charlotte. Obviously, the bulk of Illuminate is going to be at the convention center, but I think we have a few treats that I won't steal anyone's thunder or let the cat out of the bag with this, but I know that because you have multiple venues, I think we're going to be seeing most of them, which will be cool. Can you tell the audience, what do you think makes Charlotte such a great city for bringing people together for an event like Illuminate?
My career has taken me to several different cities across the country: New Orleans, Los Angeles, Portland, Oregon, Omaha, Nebraska. And what I've discovered since I've been in Charlotte is it just has a really unique balance. So we're the 14th largest city in the country. So it is a major city with all the big city amenities, but it still feels very approachable. It still feels very warm and very welcoming, especially in the uptown area, which is where the convention center is located. People can move around easily, connect really naturally and, experience the city while they're here. So that's really what I think makes the combination of all of that, and it makes Charlotte an ideal place to get people together for conferences. It doesn't feel too big for anyone. It's just very vibrant. The hospitality here is terrific. People are just genuinely kind. So I'm excited for other people to experience that as well.
Fantastic. We love kind, and certainly having known you for a while and the team there, you hit that nail on the head. They're a great team, and we love interacting with them. So we're excited. So from your experience hosting conferences in Charlotte, what's different about the energy and the value that people get from, and not just Charlotte, I guess, but just that value and energy people get from being together in person? Obviously, we're an in-person industry, so what's your take on that?
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, there's just really no substitute for being together in person. The conversations that happen between sessions, right? The chance encounters, exactly. The questions that are asked even in a session, and somebody gives an answer that sparks another question, and you can catch them, between sessions and have those kinds of encounters. Those are tremendous. Just the shared experience. That's really where I think the real value of these kinds of events happen. I love feeling, the energy when people are learning and collaborating and sitting down and meeting new people, building those relationships face to face. That just happens in a way that it just can't be achieved virtually. When it comes to the city, I would just say I think people will be really impressed with how much there is to do. We have some really neat cultural districts that are just a stone's throw away from the convention center. And so we are walkable. Everybody says they're walkable, but I'll also mention the light rail runs straight through our building. And we've got light rail stops on either end of the building. So it's so easy just to jump on the light rail and go down to the South End, which is one of the hottest night spots in the country, really, I would like to say, but certainly in the city, or up to NoDa, which is just has a great charm about it in terms of the shopping and the restaurants and the bars. So there's just so much to do. And of course, as I mentioned earlier, the people that you'll experience when you're moving throughout the city will really make it memorable as well. So I mean, it's the people you're going to talk to inside the building, and it's the people you're going to experience outside the building that I think are going to make this year just a really terrific conference.
That's fantastic, and we hear that regularly. The feedback specifically from the Illuminate conferences is look, yes, we can get updates from Momentus here and there and online, and that's all great, but getting together in person and talking to my peers and seeing how other people have done things and learning from them is equally, if not more valuable than just hearing from the Momentus folks too. So we love getting everyone together. For someone who's on the fence maybe about attending the Illuminate conference, what would you tell them about the value of like stepping away from their day to day and actually being part of something like this?
I mean, I think there's tremendous value in stepping away from a daily routine and investing in yourself and your personal growth, right? As we've been talking about, it's an opportunity to get fresh perspectives, hear new ideas. I mean, relationships are everything. We're in a relationship business, right? So making those connections that can genuinely impact, your career trajectory in some cases, or making new friends. having been a long, member of associations throughout my career, I mean, these are people that you can carry with you for the rest of your life. And sometimes those ideas and those people come from getting outside of your normal environment. So yeah, I want people to leave feeling energized and connected. And certainly we want them, to leave that feeling that they were well taken care of here as well.
I'm sure they will be, and look, we're so excited to be coming to Charlotte. And you've touched on this already, but just as a final question, what's something that a visitor to Charlotte must see before they leave the city? Is there one thing, if there's one thing only that you'd say, what is it?
Well, I'd have to say the NASCAR Hall of Fame, obviously,
There we
right?
go.
So,
There we go. Yeah.
yeah, it's right in our backyard, and it is,
Yeah.
we are the home of NASCAR, and you've got to go check that out and see the history there, and see the Moonshine Distillery, which is really where it all began. If you don't know anything about NASCAR, and truly, you never know who you're going to run into there. I mean, just yesterday we had NASCAR voting for this year's Hall of Fame class, and you might run into Richard Petty. You just never know. So you got to check out the NASCAR Hall of Fame before you go. It's super easy to find, but you can't miss that. If you're in Charlotte. So.
I can't wait to see that. So yeah, that's definitely on my high on my list. And who knows, there might even be something going on there with Illuminate. But you didn't hear it from me. So hey, Alexis, thanks so much for your time. Illuminate in Charlotte from September 14th to the 17th. Cannot wait to be there. Thank you so much for being the host this year.
We're looking forward to it as well. Again, we're easy to get to. We have the 6th largest airport in the world now, so people should not have a hard time or a long layover. Just get here, and we'll take good care of you. And I know Momentus will offer a program that will definitely leave people feeling inspired. So, looking forward to it.